Welcome to Sue's Login Vlog. I thought I would do a vlog today about my dog Heidi because she is like a very peculiar dog. And I know that a lot of people that watch my show love like a good animal story. So I thought I would like share this funny little thing that happened last night. We had a really severe rainstorm last night, which I love because it's kind of nice to have the window open in your bedroom and just kind of listen to the rain falling down. And it just is like really peaceful when you're trying to go off to sleep. Well, so before we go to bed, we have to get the dogs outside to go to the bathroom because it's a long night if they don't go out to go to the bathroom right before bed. So we don't want them to have any accidents in the middle of the night. So I'm trying to get my dogs to go out in this rainstorm to go out and go potty before we all go to bed. So I get my little Chihuahua Chico out and he goes down to the bottom step and pees on the bottom step. I'm like thinking, okay, fine, the rain will just wash it off. So he goes to the bathroom, does his business, comes back up the porch, wants to go in the house. Okay, good boy. Then it comes to Heidi. She's not having this rain thing, okay? So I'm trying to convince this little dachshund that is German and has very much a strong mind of her own. I'm trying to convince her, hey, if you just go outside and go to the bathroom, you can come right back in the house and dry off, right? She's not getting it. And now I know with her that if she does not go pee, she will get up in the middle of the night while we're sleeping and she'll pee on the floor. So I'm like, okay, you got to go out and go to the bathroom. So she goes she walks all the way down the driveway out almost to the road and then comes back. And I'm like, you didn't go pee. Go out there and go pee. So she does this again. She proceeds to walk down the sidewalk to the road and then walk back. I'm thinking, you're wasting time here. Just pee and then come back in the house. It's like, come on, you're not getting back into the house until you go to the bathroom. She wasn't getting it. So I see the broom. I take the broom, the soft part, not the hard part. I'm not beating my dog or nothing. Just have to say a disclaimer there. So I take the soft part and I'm kind of brushing her out. Like, come on, go potty. I'm trying to kind of shove her with the soft part of the broom under the car, saying maybe if you want a little shelter, go into the car and pee. Do what you got to do. Just get, pop a squat and come back in the house. She wouldn't do it. She just kept going out in the rain, sitting there shaking, doing everything but going to the bathroom. So then she thought she would try to outsmart me. So she goes around the corner and I'm watching her, mind you. But she's thinking that she's out of sight, out of mind. She'll just go around the corner, pretend like she went, and then come in the house. But I knew she didn't go, so oh my gosh. And I'm out there too, wanting to come back in. So finally I'm just okay, fine. Whatever, just come in the house then. Whatever. I'll get you later when it stops raining as bad, then we'll go out. So I let her back into the house. And by this time, with all her dilly-dallying, she is soaking wet. So my husband and I go to bed. We're laying there. But we don't want her and her wet body in our bed. So she goes to the closet like she's wounded, She's shivering, she's wet, she's shaking. It also bothers her very much that she cannot be in the bed with us because usually she is, and that's her safe zone and her comfort and all that. So, her father and I were just sitting here saying, okay, don't come up on the bed because she kept trying to climb up her little doggy stairs, come up to the bed. We're like, no, get down. I even went out in the living room and turned on the heater for her, put her doggy bed right in front of the heater. No, she don't want that because that would mean she has to be out in the living room by herself while we're in the bedroom, so she don't want that. So she comes back in the bedroom, tries to get back up in bed with us. We say no. She goes back to the closet. She's laying on a coat of mine in the closet, on the floor of the closet, shaking, looking. So Daddy decides, he's going to sleep. So he rolls over and she has this glimmer of hope, like, oh, Daddy's not going to see. I'm going to try to sneak up on the bed. But I was reading and I was still up. So then she looks at me like, oh, Mom is still up. Whoops. She ain't about to let me into the bed. So then she looked a little sad. And then she just looked really totally bummed and just helpless and wet. And I felt bad for her. So I grab a towel, take it to the bed. I say, okay, come on. So she comes up. I bundle her up in the towel and I'm drying her off and stuff. And she just was so still. And she looks up at me like, thank you, Mommy. Thank you for letting me be in bed. So I'm just, I'm reading my book. Well, I have my books on my Kindle. So I'm reading my Kindle and I'm kind of, doing that with the towel and drying her off and stuff. And then I take my blanket and then I put it over her and the towel. And she just looks up at me like, thank you. Oh, thank you. So, you know, she was happy then. I mean, with these dogs, it's like they act like it's just the biggest catastrophe in the world if they're not in bed. It's like the family thing, like they all have to be in bed and cuddled with you. That's when they feel the best. And if they're not, they'll just sit there and shiver like, what are you doing to me? You're abusing me so bad. So I tell you what, dogs, they're like having kids, you know? You have to like keep up after them, and you have to, you know, they act like everything's a tragedy if you scold them or anything, you know, it's the worst thing in the world. And so I just thought that I would kind of jump on here and just tell a little funny story about my German stuck in her way dachshund, and the story about how she just would not go to the bathroom. I just thought it would be like a cute little thing to get on here and tell that little story. So thanks for joining me on this short little vlog today, and I hope you guys are having a great day. Today's been a pretty great day around here. I mean, the rain has subsided and it's 60 degrees, so it's exceptionally warm. I'm kind of sensing maybe an early spring might be coming our way. Who knows? So anyways, have a great day and a great weekend coming up, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.